He takes you out. He's like, you just introduce yourselves to Gertrude. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And you see Gertrude, very old-looking mule, friendly enough. Takes a real shining to... All right.
Looks like she might be too old for hurdles.
Ooh, I have animal handling.
To Esmeralda. But a few minutes later, old Baldo returns with 5 cots and a small picnic basket full of, foodstuffs. It's leftover bread, some ale, some snacks. Hey, I do apologize. Just, you can see, and he points at his tiny little shack, barely larger than the outhouse on the property. Hey, enjoy your rest. We'll see you for breakfast. Now, once again, when that pesky owl comes by, do what you can to get it gone.
Is the owl usually does it actually attack it, or does it more like sit up and perch somewhere and make a bunch of noise and bother
It's
her?
the noise thing mainly. I mean, it keeps my
Right.
poor Gertrude up all night.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
who are you? Who?
If you had some dogs, you could let them out. Who?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you took it too far.
I don't think he did, guys.
I didn't expect
I
that.
think that was the logical conclusion.
It is. It is, and I hate it, but it is. Anyway, after that, good night, and he leaves.
Good night.
So Esmeralda, old Gertrude, she is nuzzling up to you. She's looks like using the hay that's on the ground, and kind of next to her little corner that she sleeps in. Looks like she's building you a little bed. She kind of drags your cot over next to her.
Oh my.
Gertrude is all about Esmeralda.
It's gonna be a great night tonight. I'll go find some rocks, and then when the owl comes to bother Gertrude,
That's
Probably.
absolutely fine. If you want to find some rocks, just give me a perception test.
not so good.
You find
It's just rocks.
looking around in the dirt in the the farm. Give me a D8 roll. You find 6 hefty apple-sized rocks. Until you take them back into the lantern light, you realize you just found 6 hardened horse apples.
There you go. Oh. He's a farmer, right? Oh,
They still work.
sis. Yeah. And plus, then the owl will feel very ashamed.
That's true.
And then, I usually don't talk as much when I feel ashamed. So, you're so smart, sis. You're just really good.
If we can't get him with violence, we can get him with shame.
Well, now I get it. And if we have to do it, we do what we got to do. But I kind of hate hurting animals. And I had a thought. What if this guy's a farmer? He might have boxes for his produce. And we have bread and some other stuff. We can probably look around and get a good idea where the owl will probably perch. And we get a stick. And we get a box. And we tie our rope to the stick. And we put the bread and the stuff down there. And when the owl comes down to eat the food, we pull the rope. And the box falls in the owl. And we catch it.
That's an excellent idea.
I don't think it will go for the bread, though.
Oh.
What do you think it will go for?
Mice.
We gotta catch
Gotcha.
some mice.
I gotta move around for
Owls don't like bread? Do
We
owls
throw out
like
the bread
finger
to
sandwiches?
draw out the mice. And when the mice eat the bread, we take the mice. And then we put them in the owl trap.
Okay.
There we go. And then when this doesn't work,
Yeah, and then when it doesn't work, you throw poop in their face.
but we start with the catching of the mice.
Yes.
Yes.
So I will help with that part.
Okay. One of you is going to give me an animal handling test, either Paladin or Rory Mac.
Paladin, I feel like you said you had animal handling.
I do. I love animals.
So
do it.
Paladin,
Do it.
since Rory Mac is helping you, you will get to take advantage on this.
Nice. Well, even with advantage. Wow. Roy Max, you're seeing that Paladin has a lot of spirit. But he's still a dumb little kid.
You do catch a mouse. You do. You absolutely do.
Wow.
Oh, we did it.
Holy shit, it's not a mouse. You catch a fat rat.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Whoa,
That might
you're a
be an
mean little
improvement.
fella, aren't you? Throw the poop at it.
Oh, God.
Throw the poop at it.
Oh.
Sister.
No, I mean, you catch it, but you do take a fairly nasty bite on the thumb.
Oh.
You take 2 points of damage.
Oh, no.
And I need you to make me a constitution save.
Oh, shit.
Okay, getting myself set to my current hit points. Constitution saving throw. I just click Constitution, right? Or do I need? Is there a different way to do the saving
you'll
throw?
click on the word Constitution, then it'll prompt you: is this a saving throw or an ability test?
Ooh,
it's
that's
not.
cool.
Let me try one more time. There we go. Now we go.
Oh, that's a cool little thing.
You find just 2 points of damage,
Oh man.
but you have a rat.
Do owls like rats?
It's like if you ordered a sandwich and then somebody gave you a bigger sandwich,
Oh,
that
cool.
owl's gonna be so happy, and he'll be so
Cool.
full that his belly will keep him from flying away, right?
You
That's
don't
science.
have to throw any poop at it, Esmeralda. You can probably put the poop down.
You might want to hold on to the poop because this might not work. I've never made a trap before, but I feel real good about this.
It's my tray. All I can think
Sorry,
is,
dude.
is
You've
if
never
Sean...
made a snare.
Oh, that's a question. That will also be a survival test to make a snare. But my tray, if Sean was here, Sean could answer the question: do owls eat rats? Because owls are
I know
also responsible for making his favorite variety of bush turds.
I know.
I mean, it depends on the owl. Some of them eat deer.
Some of them
That's
also eat
intense.
lollipops.
Oh, they do. They know how many licks it takes to get to the
One.
center. Just like Bilbo, apparently.
All
I get that reference.
Really? How many did it take?
Well,
2
Bilbo
hours.
usually goes through the alphabet first.
Oh.
Oh my.
We are, well, I won't say we. Adam is totally getting sued by the Tolkien estate. All right. You've got a rat. You do. If you want to set up the snare, that will be a survival test from someone.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be Paladin, but it can be.
Well, I don't see survival, but I do see hunting.
Hang on a second. I might be misremembering things.
Yeah, some of the skills are slightly different in this.
Mhm.
There's
Hunting will do it then. Yeah.
Have you ever made a snare before?
I haven't.
Oh, I'm actually good at hunting. I can, if someone.
Are you?
Yeah, if someone
Like
wants to
I'll help
me.
hold things for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll keep it held up in place so it doesn't fall down.
Hold the ride because I'm not so good at the rat holding.
I'm really good. He loves my blood. See how happy he is?
He's very happy.
I'll just keep letting it drip on his face.
So the rat gnawing at Paladin, can I roll at advantage?
I just, he's about to get eaten by an owl. He deserves a decent final meal. It's the
That's
least I can do
fair.
for him.
That's fair.
I'm starting to realize the fact that I'm about to take a life, and I feel a little bit bad.
It's a rat that bit you.
I know, but
Does-
like it's still like
Does
a
Jeremy's
living
moral
thing.
quandary give me advantage?
Are you making? Yes, sure. Australia's already made him roll that.
21.
You make a fantastic snare that should be perfect for catching an owl.
Nice. You're so good at this. Oh my gosh.
How are you,
You
getting the rat
held
to
the
stay?
rat so well.
I did. I gave him so much of my blood.
He's feeling a little woozy.
Yeah, I drink a lot. Like, you guys haven't stopped me at all.
Matter of fact, you should probably have another.
You are the best sister in the world, and I love you.
Paladin, give me a Constitution save.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
$11. Okay, you're doing fine. A question I have, just observing this scene. That's right, Bert. You have stumbled into the Lord of the Rings 5th edition as a bunch of hobbits are trying to catch an owl.
Yep.
How are you securing this rat in the middle of this expertly crafted snare?
Well, we had a sack that was full of food, right? And after he bit me, I felt really bad. What I kind of did is I kind of stuck him down in, like face first into it, so that his face was at least in the sack. And then I could mostly just hold the tail and then hold the rest of his body with the sack around the outside of it. And then I'll still drip the blood down inside every now and then so he can like maybe lick it from the inside of the bag. But like, I don't really want him to bite me again because I'm energetic, but I'm not completely stupid.
I feel like that's my GM style.
Yeah.
So, once again, is that how you're securing this rat in the snares?
I think so. I think
Took
that's
the
it.
food out first, right?
I already ate the food.
Mm-hmm.
I eat so much.
So, you've all got the rat in the snare.
Yeah.
Hour comes by, and eventually you hear a soft fluttering in the rafters, followed by.
I just realized that Alice could be taking the rat from directly out of my hands because I'm holding the tail. This is okay.
Yeah. Why don't you, as soon as the owl starts flying forward, you hold it on this side of the snare. And then when the owl comes towards it, you move it further out.
A little shake.
Paladin,
You're so smart. I'm doing that. Exactly
Dexterity
what she
save.
said. Okay. I can do this.
Ready.
This owl's gonna slime into you. That's what's about to happen.
I'm ready to
Dexterity.
fastball him with a hot number 2. Cold number 2, actually.
Roll a 9.
the elf swoops down and snatches this rat and just yoinks it right out of Paladin's hands without ever getting low enough to trigger the snare. Now, Esmeralda. Yeah?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I never told you what I was planning on doing, so forget it.
Okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, I was also thinking about, like, do I have a reaction in this? No, I don't think I do.
I think it's all up
that's-
to Esmeralda throwing a turd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Although there is the part of me that can't help but think 5e mechanics. He came into my threatened square and then left. Do I get an attack of opportunity?
That's literally why I was
Can I
thinking
punch
of
the owl,
reactions.
sir?
That's literally why I was thinking of reactions. I'm like,
Can
do I have a
punch
reaction?
the owl?
Dan, I need to take a look. You are a treasure hunter.
Yeah. Just,
Uh,
I guess
yeah.
I have an idea when it comes time that I could do something, but go ahead and
Well,
yeah.
All right, Esmeralda, I'll tell you what, to get the math right, I'm going to make you give me a dexterity save.
Ooh.
Dave.
Yeah, only because you would be proficient in thrown weapons, and rather than doing a dexterity test, if you give me a dexterity save, it will include your proficiency bonus.
Smart.
Ooh,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
look at you knowing math.
Fucking
Get it,
math.
Chuck. You're better than all of us.
I know. Like 3 + 4 is 7.
Oh,
This owl starts like lifting off, and then Paladin, you watch, is
Let
fucking
loose the deuce.
mule turd just comes and breaks across its beak. It drops to the ground fluttering. The snare snaps, and all of a sudden there's an angry owl fluttering, tethered to the ground with a snare.
yeah. I'm just gonna hold
Jump
the
on
box.
it. Let's grab it.
Yeah.
Athletics test.
Got this, Drogo. You grapple that owl.
Oh no.
I fall far short.
Drogo, what's your AC?
My AC is armor class is 12.
Okay, you're fine. The owl buffets you with wings, but it doesn't do any harm, but you do not manage to get a hold of it. It is still
Right.
caught in the snare. What do you got there, Lobelia?
Stand back as I open the parasol and I like put it put
Ooh.
part of the edge down on it so that it can't go anywhere.
Okay, you're just hurting it with the parasol?
Mhm.
I'll tell you, I'm not even going to make you roll that. You can do that.
The underside of the parasol. That way
Yeah, you don't.
can't fly
but
up.
yeah, just
Yeah.
you're keeping it contained. That's fine. That's easy enough to do. Now, there is an owl caught by a snare, unable to do any kind of lift off because it's being kind of partially contained by a parasol.
We've got a box. Put it between the box and the parasol.
Can we put it in the box?
Who is trying to capture this owl with the box?
Put your feet in the box.
I've got the snare that I just made, so I'm gonna.
It's already caught in the snare.
Oh, okay, cool. Then,
All right.
then the who has the box?
All right, step one, we got to cut a hole in the box.
Wait, no, I think this box has already got a hole in it.
Oh, okay.
Step 2.
Then step two, put the owl in the box.
Right, but not a chicken because you could never put a chicken in the box.
Drogo, go and give me an athletics test.
All right, we're doing this. We got this, guys.
You properly trapped that bird.
Oh, Drogo.
Yep. Oh,
Work.
nope. No,
Oh,
I'm not.
no.
I'm actually good at any of this.
Roll me a d4, Drogo.
Yes. D4.
You get the owl in the box, but you do kind of slam this thing down hard and you injure the owl.
Oh, no.
The owl is, thanks to a snare, a rat, and a parasol. Now, just thinking about this owl and a parasol, I'm going to have the Queens of the Stone Age song Monster and a Parasol stuck in my head all night, which isn't a problem because it's a great song. But it's also in a
Yeah.
box and it is hurt. Now what?
I mean, we just leave it in the box and the farmer chooses what he wants to do, right?
Don't we, like, weren't we gonna try and let it out, like, over there, so it doesn't bother Gertrude anymore?
You know, that's a good point. Like most of the time, after an animal suffered some sort of traumatic event, like they're not going to want to return to the place anymore, right? So do we
That's what
just
I
release it?
think. I don't know very much about owls, but that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. And you know what I'm going to do? Because this was almost like a combat, right? Because there was damage involved.
Sure.
So I'm going to take a second. I'm going to kneel down next to the bird. And be, hey there, bird. Doing real good. Did great. You're going to eat that rat and you're going to feel better. Okay? Now you fly. You fly as far as you can. Find your home, but just don't come back here, okay? And I'm going to use my leadership to give the owl temporary HP so it can survive the flight home.
Yes.
Okay.
Hell
Also-
yes.
I'll tell you what, give me an animal handling because you're invoking your leadership. Take advantage on this.
Fuck yes.
Ridiculous thing ever.
this was always going to happen. We're always going to convince an owl with these.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Frosty. Hey, Al.
Hey,
What's
Al.
your mother?
How's your mother? Say hi to your mother for me.
That's
right.
exactly what I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You release the owl. It's got temporary hit points. You did good on your animal handling test. So it doesn't immediately try to pluck your eyeballs out. The owl is dealt with. You all return to your cots. Have a somewhat comfortable sleep.
Yeah.
And in the morning, Farmer Baldo comes out and gives you a kind of sparse breakfast, but it's still a breakfast. And you are now ready to continue your trek west along the road towards Michel Delving.
Onward.
Onward we
What?
go. The day's travel. Easy, on the road, no troubles. You arrive at Michel Delving, like I said, around sundown. You pass around the spot where the southward path kind of leads off from the main course of the East Road. Just as the sun's setting and the first kind of stars are kind of twinkling in the sky. Now, ahead of you, you get a good look of Michel Delving upon the White Downs. It's quite a bit larger than Hobbiton. And it's kind of tightly packed collection of homes made of like bricks, wood, stone. There's the occasional hobbit hole here and there. But as the last of its kind of the people, the residents of Michel Delving, go about their evening business, your eyes can't help but to be drawn by the massive smile to one side of the great cobblestone thoroughfare running through the center of town. That's the town hall. That's right, it's the town hall. Seat of the mayor of the Shire. But more importantly to your business, is what lies south of the town hall. There's an adjacent hill, not quite as tall and as green, but in it is a large wooden building with a great red round door that's connected to the main road by the way of a small stone path. Now this is the Mathom-house Museum to the Shire, your destination. You see the candles flicker to life behind the windows as hobbit folks settle in for the evening. See, that's a handful of hobbits kind of wandering around Michel Delving, all carrying kind of stout cudgels, tiny little lanterns. These are bounders, the peacekeepers of the Hobbit, making their usual rounds. You would know, this time of night, it would be best to avoid them, unless they kind of, discover you're up to mischief and cause you trouble.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
I'm trying to recall. We were supposed to break in on this very same night, right?
Right.
That's the idea.
I mean, let ourselves in.
Yeah. So what's the plan?
Well,
He's got
we
the
have the meat. Is that correct?
Yes.
We've got the meat.
Well, I suppose if we need to and we meet the dog,
Mm-hmm.
we can introduce ourselves with a bit of the jerky and we can tell it to shake hands with beef.
Exactly. We're going to tell it it's a good boy and give it a nice meal and then just let it off on its way. This can't possibly fail.
No.
All right. So Paladin's going to distract the doggo.
Yes.
What's everyone else planning to do?
I was just looking through my features on my thing to see if there was anything. So you guys go ahead, because I'm still reading.
So proud of
I'm
you.
pretty good
You
at
can read.
the sneakins.
Okay. Now, you're all making plans for once you get to the Mathom-house, which is good. It's good to have this figured out early. But there's still the task of getting to the Mathom-house without getting noticed by any of the bounders.
So hey, that's one of the things I was trying to look for. One of the things that I have is called warded lands.
Sure.
I haven't picked like what region, whatever. But I'm wondering if I can kind of evolve that for this moment to kind of say that I know the lay of the land well enough to know sort of paths that we could take that would potentially keep us undetected.
Okay, sure.
So I don't know. Do I need to like roll that or?
So we'll just say, falling under warded lands, you're very familiar with Michel Delving. What I am going to allow that to do is if you're all trying to get from where you're at, kind of on the edge of town, to the Mathom-house in the center of town, thanks to your warded lands ability, everyone has advantage on the stealth test.
Hell
Nice.
yes!
Nice.
I'm gonna need that.
Yes. So
I do. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead. No, please.
We had a safe night's rest. Is there any chance that those of us who got hurt a little bit had a chance to heal up?
That
after
you were in a
night's
safe
rest?
place. You were in a town that would have been a long rest. So anyone who's taken any injuries, go ahead and click on that long rest button on the character sheet. I think, yeah, it's right underneath your hit die, L rest. Click on that.
Nice.
Ah. Tell you what, after a good night of drinking and snacking and
Nice.
owl catching,
10 hit points struggle. Jesus.
That's max on the die, I think.
No, as in like that's not what he lost. Okay. I misunderstood.
How dare you misunderstood things?
Rest.
Sorry, I'm not as good at math as you.
That's right. I am a mathematician tonight. 33 divided by 11 is 3, I think.
It's close enough, right?
Yeah.
Incredible.
3-ish.
3-ish. Everyone give me
So we're
stealth
rolling
test with
stealth?
advantage.
Sweet.
do any of you have a way to like make your page scroll down so you can click on stealth?
I
don't know
just
that-
Look at that.
did control like
You
minus
guys are all
to
screwed. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
make the
Okay.
page smaller.
2 19s.
Because
Oh,
I
how
couldn't
do you
scroll
make-
down either.
How do you make the
Holy
page
shit, Esmeralda.
control?
Holy
What
shit,
makes it
Lobelia.
smaller?
Control minus, like you're making the web page smaller. The zoom out.
What? Look at that. I've never done that before. I'm a Luddite.
The more you know.
What?
I'm here to help.
Bum, bum, bum,
Amazing.
bum.
I love that we get to be here for Jeremy's first like browser resizing.
Uh-huh.
That's
I've never
like,
done control
vaguely
minus.
exciting.
Wait
And
until
Control
Jeremy
Plus, yeah.
learns what Alt F4 does.
Holy
Yeah.
What does Alt F4 do?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it right now.
That's a classic.
Yeah, it is. It
Mhm.
really helps with lag.
Huh?
Oh, really?
Sure it does.
Yeah, it
I should
eliminates
totally do
all
that
the
then.
issues with 100 Chrome tabs.
hmm
Oh, God.
Oh my
You all
god.
knocked these stealth
Speeds
tests
them right
out.
up.
You all follow Rory Mac's lead. Rory Mac, you're leading, weaving through all these kind of tightly packed, like little houses here and there, and you find
I'm
yourselves.
when I'm getting food.
Yeah. Outside of the Mathom-house. You can kind of like taking it in. You can see that there's the large, round, red front door. Absolutely. Yeah. You can see that there's a skylight on the roof. And kind of as you were moving in, you saw that there's this old kind of, not so used door on the side of the hill that the Mathom-house is built into. So essentially I'm highlighting, you got what could be 3 points of entrance. What do you all want to do?